Hi guys, I thought I'd record a screencast for this week, so I'm going to be talking about Vim macros. But first, I want to encourage you guys to make screencasts like this. I think it's a cool way we can share knowledge, just about even something that you learned in the week, maybe something that you thought was something else, but now is actually something else. Just those little bits of knowledge really help us, and I know this is happening around the office already, but I think it'll be cool if we put effort into sharing this knowledge with everyone. So I'm going to be talking about Vim macros, and Vim macros are really cool for me because it was kind of the point where I realized Vim is a really powerful tool. I'm going to show you with a Rails roots file as an example. I'll show you how to edit macros on the fly. Not sure if I'm going to remember how to do that. And then how to save macros in your Vim RC. So let's get going. If I show you the roots file, this is the kind of thing that we want to refactor. This 3-line Rails 2 root is sort of unfamiliar if you kind of like me and you joined at Rails 3. Basically it's saying create a named root, devices update, connecting this endpoint to the controller devices with the action allowed version numbers. So basically what a macro is we're going to record our keystrokes into a buffer, then we're going to replay them. So it's really easy. Let's first look at what it should look like. So this is Rails 3 syntax. It should have match the endpoint with hash rocket to the controller, hash the action, and then as the named root, which is devices update here. You can see map.devices update. So what we're going to do is record a macro and then apply it to the same pattern over here and see how awesome it is. So when you begin recording a macro in Vim, you first press Q to say I'm going to start recording, and then you press any key on the keyboard which represents a buffer. So I'm going to press Q to start recording and then choose the buffer W, press W, and you see in the bottom left corner we have a little recording text. So whichever keystrokes I make now, they're going to be shoved literally as keystrokes into the W buffer. Then when I stop recording with Q again, I can replay those keystrokes by typing at W, and it'll replay them. So I can refactor subsequent lines that look the same. So what I'm going to do is just refactor this line quickly. I'm not actually that quick with Vim yet, but give it my best shot. Select this guy, go down 2 lines, go to the end of the line, add the named root, paste it, go to the beginning of this line, delete to the quotation, bring this up a line, do the same for this line, delete to the quotation, bring it up, then I'm going to delete including the quotation, replace that with hash, go to the beginning of the line, find the first comma, delete that, add a hash rocket, and we should be good to go. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. So when you finish with a macro, it often helps to go to the beginning of the line and then down a line, so you can call the macro with a number before it, so you can repeat it a number of times. But for this, I'm just gonna go to the beginning of the line, go down one, then press Q to stop recording my keystrokes. So now all the keys that I typed there, even changing from normal mode to insert mode, all of those keystrokes are recorded into the buffer W, and I can replay them by typing at W. So I'm going to go on top of this 3-line root, and I just type at W, and it magically replays my keys, which is really cool. I think this is an awesome thing about Vim. So I can do that over and over again. At W, at W. Notice now it's not actually going to work for this 4-line root because it has this extra conditions hash, which needs to change into a via post hash in the new syntax. But yeah, all you can do, you follow the same instructions. You'll go to the beginning of this pattern. You would type Q and then a buffer name, so say E because it's next to W, whatever. You would refactor the whole line, the whole root or whatever. Press Q again to stop recording it, and then you can press @E on the subsequent patterns. So like this 4-line pattern looks the same as that one. You can type @E, it'll replay your keystrokes, and pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is just show you how to see what's in each buffer in Vim, and then how to shove that into your vimrc. So I'm going to save this file, not to worry, open up my vimrc, and I'm just going to search for where I've saved some previous macros. Let's say refactor 3-line Rails 2 root to a 1-line Rails 3 root. I mean, this is kind of a silly example because it's not like you're going to be refactoring Rails roots every single day, but just for the purposes of this illustration, I'm going to say I like the buffer, let's use the same buffer, W equals, and I'm going to use double quotes for the string because I actually typed a quotation during my macro, so otherwise it's not going to terminate the string properly here. So the way you dump the keystrokes from a buffer is you type double quote, then the buffer name, which is W, and then P for paste, and voila. So these are all my keystrokes. You can see these bracket 80 KB. I think it means ooh, my bad. I think it means key 80 on the keyboard, like press that key, and it's not actually a printable char, that's why it's coming out like that and it's jumping over them. But yeah, whatever. So if I save this vimrc and I reload it, I can even, shut down my vimrc, my Vim, open it up again, open that routes file again, and I can apply, or let's just see if it is. Let's dump with double quote the buffer name W and then P for paste. You can see my keystrokes are in there already. So if I apply them with @W, it's gonna do the same thing, which is really awesome. Yeah, so that's how you persist for macros, and I hope you enjoyed the screencast. Hope you think it's really cool, and I hope you will make your own to share some knowledge. Yeah, thanks guys.